Okay, so bro, I will be going through for you over here. You can see I was taking a cell from here for a long time. And yeah, let's look at it. Let's look at what you marked. So on a daily time frame, on a 4 hour time frame, we see we had a classic V here. Here, this was your classic V. Okay, why it's valid and why price rejected from there is because we had a TS here. Okay, that's a TS. That's what we always look out for if we want to see if the key level is hyperbole or not. Okay, so we have a key level here. We can see price taps into the key level, gives you a TS before price tapping into the key level here. Okay, and then you get a breakout. Correct? This was your breakout. And then what do you see after this? You get a market structure shift. Okay. I said after you get your breakout here, you have to look for the apex. That's where you enter from. Okay, this is your apex, but you can see price never tapped it into the key level. And then if we use SMT thing, which is your USD here, let's see, did we get a sweep? Oops. No, we never got a sweep, so that's not an SMT. Let's drop down to a lower time frame. Lower time frame here, what do we have? Since this was the breakout and this was the market structure shift, this became an inducement. Okay, this is not a key level, correct? Because you marked this the right way. This was an inducement because it's the first pullback. Okay, it was the first pullback before this market structure shift, so this is an inducement. Okay, inducement. And then he was waiting for price to come back at the support zone here, but you can see price never came to tap into that classic V. So let's drop down to a 1 hour time frame. Maybe there was a key level that was around that area. We had this classic V and also this single liquidity here. Okay, this was the last liquidity. Price never tapped into that. Okay, and also around this here we have this failed sweep here. Okay, that's an FS. So there is no reason. Maybe if I'm a little bit greedy, okay, aggressive, I can enter here at that LB, but no, the entry had to be at that apex for a high probable cause. Okay, and then you will start getting at this high here. Okay, you chose this OC level as your entry point, correct? But when you look at it on a 2 hour time frame, let's see if it's aligning with another. You can see it don't make any sense, right? It don't make any sense you entering a hit around this area. Okay, it don't make any sense. You have to choose key levels that align perfectly with other time frames. Let's look at the 30-minute here. 30-minute, same thing. We had a QML. Okay, this can work as a QML. it was a valid QML. Your course might be right. Here we got an IDOM taken out and then a market structure shift, correct? So this becomes a QML, even though it was hidden on a lower time frame, unless you're aggressive. Okay, price comes back, then we buy, and it was in line with an FVG. That's what I was talking about in the live session yesterday, that you can't just, okay, always QMLs won't be easier to spot like the normal way you mark on your chart what you've seen around something like this. Okay, always price won't give you a clear picture for an entry. It will always be confiscated. There's sometimes, if you don't have any experience, you can't manage to look at it. So yeah, that's where you got your entry from that QML. Okay, and then buy side was taken out. Okay, but me, I can't be convinced that this key level is gonna hold. Okay, even though we had the liquidity here. Okay, yeah, but you did a great job though. You did a great job. That was a good one. But yeah, okay, that was a good one. You marked this as your break of structure. This was okay. This was a break of structure. Break of structure. BOS. BOS. Where the fuck is it? Here. BOS. And then down here you have another market structure shift. So let's see if our key level aligns with the fib retracement. We mark from the above, from above to the low. Okay, so this was a good one. The key level that was below, it was this. Okay, OB level and also the OC. So yeah, that was a good one. Let's look at the fib circle. Fib circle, what do we have? We mark from above. Let's see. Now this will determine our TP level. That means price has to hunt this high here. Okay, price is hunting that high. That's what it's going for. So this right here will be a reversal point. Okay, if you want to go for margin above there, you can do that. But yeah, you did well over there. Your entry, you marked your entry from here. Then stop loss was at this support level, and then you was targeting this buy side liquidity. Okay, yeah, this is good. I ain't gonna lie, you did well over there. All right, my guy, that's about it. I might post this on YouTube. I mean, yeah, good day, take care.